In The Rise of Skywalker, we learned Ochi of Bestoon, a Jedi killer, was hired by Darth Sidious to kidnap his granddaughter, Rey. Not much more was revealed about the Sith assassin in the film, other than he met his demise in the scorched sands of Pasaana. But since then, Ochi has appeared in many comics providing his backstory, and it appears he has been working for the Sith for quite some time, having once faced off against Mace Windu. So click that subscribe button and let's take a look at this devotee of the dark side. Now there are spoilers ahead for the Shadow of the Sith novel, so if you've not read it yet, you might want to come back to this video later. Ochi was fascinated with Sith relics and mythology, and despite not being Force sensitive, he sought out dark side artifacts. He believed that everything he did was driven by the dark side of the Force, and that as an assassin, his murders served the greater darkness. During the time of the New Republic, Ochi was associated with Yup Tashu, one of the Emperor's closest aides, as well as the cult of dark side fanatics known as the Acolytes of the Beyond. He obsessively read forbidden Sith manuscripts and was a devout believer the Sith would return to power. After the fall of the Acolytes, Ochi returned to Palpatine's service as a true Sith loyalist through members of the Sith Eternal. Sometime between the events of The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, Emperor Palpatine sent Ochi to kill Darth Vader. This was only another of Sidious's lessons for his apprentice, in which Vader and Ochi found their way to Exegol, learning of the plan for the Final Order. And for a time, Ochi worked for Vader, with Palpatine's permission, and qi'ra and Crimson Dawn, so he was in the employ of the Sith, the Empire, and a crime syndicate all at the same time. He went so far as to admit that what he does is follow power. But we know that the assassin's history with the Sith goes back even farther, as Lando Calrissian refers to Ochi of Bestoon as a Jedi hunter in The Rise of Skywalker. In the novel Shadow of the Sith, there's a flashback to one of Ochi's missions during the Clone Wars in which he had been hired to kill Depa Billaba, Mace Windu's former Padawan. Depa Billaba had been elevated to Jedi Master, serving on the Jedi Council when Qui-Gon Jinn brought Anakin Skywalker to be inducted into the Jedi Order. The Separatists had placed a bounty on all of the Jedi Order, but Ochi only worked on personal commission, and so when he arrived on Malithon 9, he observed his target speaking with her former master. Leaving on her mission with a group of clone troopers, Ochi tracked Depa for 5 days while Mace remained behind. Finally seeing his opportunity, Ochi silently moved in for the kill, only to be confronted by Mace Windu. The assassin had fallen into the Jedi's trap, realizing he had been the actual prey. Tripping in surprise, Ochi fell into a river, narrowly avoiding Mace's lightsaber strike. Ochi underestimated Mace Windu when he accepted the job to eliminate Depa Billaba. Most likely, he was not aware of Mace's Shatterpoint Force ability, which would have signaled Mace something was wrong when Depa left on her mission. Despite his arrogance, Ochi was a very capable, skilled fighter, but in this case, it appears it was one clumsy moment that saved his life. If you would like to know more about various Star Wars topics, click the like and subscribe buttons and check out one of the videos on the screen. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.